Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the interview. I'm Alex Pena. Today we are joined by Quinnipiac women's soccer player Kelsey Goldring. Kelsey, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
She is the ECAC Rookie of the Year. How often do your teammates remind you that you are the Rookie of the Year?
Not often, actually. It's not really something we talk about much just because we want to focus as the team, as a unit. It's not about individual players on the team. It's about how we do together.
But still, it's got to feel good to be acknowledged by your peers and other universities by your accomplishment on the field, considering you redshirted your freshman year because of a knee injury. So did you think you would get those kind of achievements and your on-field performance considering what had happened to you last year?
Honestly, at first I didn't, just because coming onto the field sitting out a year, you think that you have to learn how to play with this team, but I think sitting out a year actually helped me see how the team played. So when I went on the field, I knew what I had to do. So I think because of that, I fit into the team well and I was able to work with them well, which helped me achieve this award.
Now, sitting down that year, aside from not playing, what was the most difficult thing from that first year?
Not playing was definitely the hardest thing. Just sitting there watching your teammates, because you want to be involved in everything. You want to be able to play with them on that field, connect with them. But sitting out was just frustrating. But you try not to look at it as such a negative. I tried to keep a positive attitude about it, but it's no doubt that it was frustrating.
Now, you guys had a very successful season, but a lot of players graduating, transferring out. You have Nadia Gill, who's not going to be on the team this year or next year. Do you, with the incoming freshmen and the recruiting class that Coach Clark brought in, and the kind of the emergence of players like yourself and other youngsters, do you guys see this past year as kind of a building step towards next year, maybe winning that conference championship?
Definitely. Even though last year we didn't go as far as the year before, I think each year we're building and building as a team. We're trying to figure out how we're going to play together. Each year we try and just figure out all the kinks that we have to work out. So I think we're getting stronger each year.
How are you different on the field as opposed to out the field?
On the field, I'm a little more competitive. Our whole team is about being competitive, working your hardest and everything. Off the field, I'm a little relaxed, more relaxed.
If there's a 50-50 ball on the field, who's the one teammate that you don't want to see there for potentially sliding challenge? Who's
Maddie.
the one team?
Maddie, definitely. Maddie Barwick will not lose a tackle.
And where do you rank in terms of aggressiveness, toughness on the team?
I'm not top two, but I'm not in the bottom.
Now, where did you kind of inherit that style, that playing style? Was there a player that you sort of mimicked your game after growing up?
Well, my dad's from England, so soccer was kind of in my blood. And my sister grew up playing soccer, and my brother grew up playing soccer. He played soccer in college, so he was kind of my role model, and he was an aggressive player. But honestly, just when you come to college, you are faced with all these big players. I'm only 5'3", so I'm not one of the bigger players on the field, so you have to kind of be strong. You have to be aggressive to kind of match that power.
Yeah. You said England, big Man United fan. Big week for you guys?
Yeah.
How did you live that comeback against Man City and kind of preventing them from winning that Premier League title?
I could not be happier. My dad's not happy I'm a Man U fan. He's a West Ham fan. He grew up around the corner from the stadium, but I'm proud of my team.
What's your earliest soccer memory?
My earliest soccer memory?
Or the one that it's flashbacks and that was the defining moment of, this is the sport that I choose to play and watch?
Growing up watching, I didn't really have a choice. Not that I didn't have a choice, it was more of an enjoyable thing. Me, my dad, and my brother are on the TV watching, cheering. But I guess just watching my brother grow up, kind of being like, oh, I want to be like him, I want to do what he's doing. But I don't know, a distinct moment I'm trying to think of. I grew up playing with, there was these 5 girls, my best friends, that we traveled from team to team to team together. And we did everything together. We all went and played college soccer. So just kind of sticking with them, working hard with them, that's what made us kind of create this bond that we were going to make it to the Division I soccer teams.
Now you said that you grew up watching your brother and someone that you look up to. The adaptation process, how have they helped you become the player that you want to become. You came from New York, now you're playing here in Connecticut. It's not that much of a distance from home, but how has your family helped and influenced you to acclimate yourself to being at Quinnipiac?
Just supporting me. Always, they come to as many games as they can. My dad, even though he's my dad, he's kind of a side coach, trying to give me pointers. My mom grew up playing basketball, so she's competitive also. So they're always helping me, trying to improve, trying to make sure I'm taking care of myself, staying healthy. So just having their support has really helped me.
Do your parents come often to see you play?
Yes, they come to every home game they can and every away game that's nearby.
On the crazy scale of parents watching their kids play, where do they rank?
They used to be a lot worse. I had to sit my dad down and kind of have a talk with him to relax, but he used to be the crazy parent, yelling at the ref, yelling at me when I was on the field. But they're better now, or at least I can't hear them because they're further away.
But did he try to coach you while he was from the stands?
Yeah. He would call out to me on the field saying, "What are you doing? Do this."
What would your coach look around? What would he say?
He was just kind of like, well, he's used to the crazy parents, so. But I don't know.
But
He did.
but was Quinnipiac the school? What was it about the school that sold you to want to come here?
The first thing was the fact that it was only an hour away from home, so my parents could come visit and I can easily go home. The second thing was they have a great physical therapy major here and program, and that was something I definitely want to do with my life. And the third thing is just watching the team play. I watched them play a couple games. I came to a practice. I met with the coaches. I actually played for Dave in a club game for, it was CFC. It was their not all-star team, but they're the best players from all the age groups played together. So I played under him, and I loved the way he coached. I like his coaching style. I thought he really helped me. He taught me a lot too. Even I'm only a sophomore, and he's taught me so much.
Right. Well, that's just about all the time we have. Thank you very much for tuning into the interview. I'm Alex Peña, today's guest, Kelsey Goldring, and we will talk to you shortly.